Mike Tirico with my partner Greg Olson, the veteran Nick Folk to get this one started. Off we go here in New Orleans. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Saints led out by the rookie, Tyler Shough. Interesting story. Off injured in college, the third quarterback drafted out of Louisville with pick 40. Greg, he is now the QB for New Orleans.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill you.
About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with the former Golden Domer, Audrey Estime. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
13 yards.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, New Orleans.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground...
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Mason Tipton. Touchdown, New Orleans. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
Now the try here for the point after. He's got it. And the Saints will take a 7-0 lead.
Score Saints 7, Jets nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Benet Wanwu out of return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 6. They'll look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Adonai Mitchell, the intended target. Now it's going to be 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. Looks like the Saints have come up with the football. They did.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, But before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
First and 10 now from the 36. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. That's to his tight end, Juwan Johnson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
That's good.
A gain there of 23 yards. It's good for a Saints first down.
13-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And he will score! Audrey Estevez, touchdown Saints.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Now, the extra point. He's got it. Saints move out on top. 14 to nothing.
The score is Saints 14, Jets nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return, it's Isaiah Davis. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. They're an early hold, 14 to nothing. They'll start digging out soon. Begin this drive, first and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Pete Werner there to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. Putting the tight end in motion. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. Open man is Mechie. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds after a pickup of about 4, but that is enough to keep the drive alive. First down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up the first down.
He's beyond midfield to the 45. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 20. Good for a Jets first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, New York.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Another run here with Hall. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. He is just gashing the defense right now. 17 more yards with that one.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And
that pressure gets there, and down he goes. Chase Young in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
On the give, it's Hall. Whoa! And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space, and man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
He'll look to throw. And he's in. John Mechie. Touchdown, Jets.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Folks, extra point is good. And the Jets are on the board. It's now 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Shuck. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
No gain on the play.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Another run, and again, it's Estimate. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Chuck. He'll try and get there on the ground.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Shuck. He finds Austin with the grab. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. First down, New Orleans.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
As you can probably imagine, Mike, this one really burns me. I mean, man, I wish my fellow tight ends catch every ball the entire game, but to be this open and not come down with it, I'm going to have to set a reminder. Next year at TEU, we're going to have to bring out some junks machines.
This one on target to Olave. And he'll be stopped short on 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
3rd and 1.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Chuck going to throw it here on 3rd and 1. He's got his man, that's Olave. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the first down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
Throwing again, Shuck. Catch made, right side. It's Johnson. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Gain of 5 brings up
A bit of a
2nd
quick
and
hitter
1.
here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 5. They'll go play action here with Chuck. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
And he won't try to risk much more, sliding down a gain of 3.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
2nd down, they need 7. To the air is Shuck. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football. And it'll bring up 3rd down
and 7.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Now Shuck on 3rd down. He'll try to run for it, and he'll take this one in. Touchdown, New Orleans. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Extra point attempt to come here. He knocks it through. And the Saints will take a 21-7 lead.
Jets 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Davis now to return it, and he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. To throw here to begin the drive. That's complete, and it's Abnai Mitchell. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
12 yards.
That one good for a dozen. A very quick first down.
A gain of 12.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of
How about this
19
sequence to
yards.
start the drive? Back-to-back
That's
good
another
gains,
Jets
19 for this one.
down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
Open is the tight end Rucker. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 40-yard line.
1 quarter in the books. The Saints out on top. More from New Orleans after this. The Jets have it here to start quarter number 2. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 6 as we are ready to get back underway. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That one knocked away in the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up third down now. Williams in motion. Quick throw here is complete. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the
A gain
drive.
of 7 and a Jets first down.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient. Now they get another first down. I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 9. They'll look to throw again. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the first down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be fourth down.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go.
That's going to be blocked.
Yeah, it just felt like that one was out of rhythm from the start, Mike. So what you're looking for is the kicker, the holder, and the long snapper to be able to all work in unison. And it just seemed that half-second delay getting into the motion gave the defense all it needed to get through and block that kick.
The Saints offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. To throw is shut. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. On the give, here's Estimate. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. It's good for a Saints first down.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Throwing on 2nd down, shut. I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up. Throwing is shut. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
They will run it over center with Hall. Oh, yeah. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. They'll get 19 out of that play, and the Jets have a first down.
This offensive line continues to be very physical at the point of attack. They've been able to give their backs plenty of room to run, And that's why they've already eclipsed the century mark here in the opening half.
He completes this one to Mechie. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
They'll look to throw. Throw over the middle, looked in by Mitchell. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Jets first down.
New York.
They'll run. It's Davis. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 19 more on that one. And another first down.
Jets, first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. It's Carl Granderson this time to make the tackle.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it in. He does. First down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
That's quickly out to Williams. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 2. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll swing this out wide to Herbert. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
Jets, first down. 1st and goal, New York.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive.
And he'll take it on in. John Mechie. Touchdown, New York. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Now, Folk on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Jets draw closer here. It's 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Saints offense and Audric Estime, the running back, getting ready to go back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. That's complete. It is Foster Moreau. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
2nd and inches. From the gun, it's Shuck. That's caught. It's Audric Estime. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. 1st down, New Orleans.
1st down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Estime. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
It's 3rd and 4. Now Shuck. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. That's a dozen for number 12. And he's got a 1st down as well.
And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
On 1st and 10, here's Shuck. That's caught by Estime.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Here is Shuck. Left side, that's Johnson. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
They gain 18 yards on that one. It's good for a Saints first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. The air once more. Shut. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
After allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Chuck. Got it into the hands of Olave. Saints will use their second timeout. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Brings up third down.
Third and long. To the air, a shot. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And this is blocked.
And that's just a really good effort there. Remember, if he misses the ball and he runs into the kicker, that's an automatic first down, but he doesn't. Not only does he get through almost untouched, he's able to get a hand on it and block the kick.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Wanwu. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and a yard. He'll look to throw. Rolling to the left. And he'll get beyond the marker before giving himself up. That's a first down.
First down.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
He'll drop to throw. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. That's Carl Granderson in there to record the sack.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
The motion man here is Mitchell. Back to throw. This one caught by Mechie. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The Saints offense and Audric Estime, the running back, getting ready to go back to work. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. To throw is shut. He'll get this out wide to Estime. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. 16 yards on the game and a quick first down.
Good for a Saints.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Here's Estime. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
The Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
A loss of 2.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Now Shuck on third down. Right back to Johnson. He's got it again. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Shuck looking to throw on first down. Over the middle, that's the tight end Johnson. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
At the 15-yard line.
On the ground from Northwestern, this is Evan Hall. Not much there, maybe a yard.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Here's a second and 9. Throwing is Shuck. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Jamie Sherwood gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. They'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on third down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
The Saints now going to try a field goal here. This will be a 38-yard attempt. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Saints going to extend their lead. It's now 24-14.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Davis. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
32-yard line.
The Jets offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for first and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. Looks like the Saints have come up with the football. They did.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight. but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll hand it off here to Estimate. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Going to lose a yard.
It's a loss of 2.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on 2nd down, Shuck. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
You look middle here, and there's Olave. That's a dozen for number 12, and he's got a 1st down as well.
That's good for a Saints 1st down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's Shuck. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. To the air again is Shuck. A toss, left side, caught by his running back, and he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
1st down.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses, and you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball, and I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
Throwing again, Shuck. This one caught at the 4. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
A carry here for Estimate. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop it for no gain at the 4.
The line of scrimmage.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
It's 3rd down, and here is Shuck. To the goal line and in. Aldrich Estevez. Touchdown Saints. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
The extra point is good. The Saints will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Jets 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
33-yard line.
Watching him throughout this game has been incredible, Mike. I mean, I've loved watching him perform. The reality is it just hasn't impacted the outcome of the game. It's really been a wasted individual effort unless they can somehow find a way to flip this thing around.
And he's going to somehow manage to get back to the line of scrimmage. But that's it. It'll be 3rd down.
A loss of a yard.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angles so quickly because of that speed. So give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy. And this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
3rd and 2. Here we go. We'll try to run for it with Hall. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down. At least it appears that way. Got it by maybe the length of a football.
And it looked at first like that opening was going to close up on him, didn't it, Mike? I mean, really nice job there by the back. Patient and quickness kind of all at the same time to find that hole. And he's able to get through to keep this drive alive.
The motion man here is Mitchell. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
They send the tight end in motion. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again.
You know, Mike, with the importance being placed on yards after the catch, we're seeing more and more guys really emphasize turning into a runner as soon as possible. And, of course, it's a critical part of today's modern offense. But the part you have to remember, the yards are never more important than protecting the ball, so it needs to continue to be stressed. Yes, we want the big explosive play after the catch, but never at the expense of the ball.
They'll run on 1st down with Estevez. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Once more, it's Esteban. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, New Orleans.
That's good.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
On 1st and 10, here's Shuck. Right side to Olave. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 22-yard line.
So, from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. On play action, it's Shuck. Right side, he's got Moreau. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
And the Saints.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Here is Shuck on 1st and 10. That's caught by Esteban. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
8 yards on the pickup.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. The air once more. Shuck. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Mason Tipton. Touchdown, New Orleans. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The kicking team off for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Saints will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Davis. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Past midfield. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
Jets take over 1st and 10.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, when you've given up this many points, you're going to get quite the workload with your return units, and that's a really good effort right there. I mean, it's going to get lost anytime you have a one-sided game like this, but that's great determination on that run back.
The Jets offense ready for this next possession. They're in tremendous starting field position after the kick return. They start with 1st and 10 up beyond midfield. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Open is the tight end, Rucker. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Saints' 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 6. comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 13. And the Jets have a first down.
On the play.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. This offense has to do a better job of generating chunk plays once he gets outside the pocket and they transition into scramble drill. Instead, nobody really uncovers downfield, forces him to make a difficult throw, and falls incomplete.
Back to the air once more on second down. Going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away well short of the first down marker.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. This one is caught. It is a touchdown. There's a marker down. Let's see if it holds up. So, a costly penalty here. It wipes away the touchdown. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll run with Estimate. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 2. On the ground, it's Estimate. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
You don't need much. It is third and inches. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. And this ball incomplete on third down.
This is a play call I don't quite understand, Mike. Backed up on your side of the field, just convert on third down. Get a fresh set of downs, and then open up more opportunities to put the ball in the air. Now you bring up a fourth down decision deep in your own territory.
Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Jets offense ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll swing this one out to Hall. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and a yard. He'll look to throw. Pass is caught. That's Rucker, the tight end. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Jeremy Rucker was the intended target. It's 2nd down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Now Cook loses the football. And it looked like one of the Jets was able to get in there and secure it, and they did, so they keep the ball.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Back to throw. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
First and 10 now from the 36. Looking from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he's got another one. Audric Estime, touchdown Saints. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Now the try for an extra point. It's up and through. The Saints stretch things out even further.
Saints 45, Jets 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Jets offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. To throw here to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
First down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
Now they'll set up to throw. This one caught by Mechie. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
A gain of 10 yards.
A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Jets first down.
It's a gain of 10.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Throw over the middle, looked in by Mitchell. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
First down, New York.
To the air one more time. He airs this one out looking for Mechie. And this will be incomplete. John Mechie was the intended target. And that will lead to a second down.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way.
They'll look to throw yet again. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They're locked in on this drive. Second connection for that pair. This one gaining 22.
First down, Jets.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. To the left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he's going to be close to another first down as he's forced out just shy of the marker.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Give up the middle with Hall. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? He'll drop to throw. Moving left. Taking off. He'll try to get there.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. They'll look to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. It is brought in the end zone. And Mitchell. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown, Jets.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Vote now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Jets are able to cut into the deficit.
45, Jets 21.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. And they're going to take over possession.
The Saints offense and quarterback Tyler Shuck heading back out to the field. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Handoff here, up the middle, and a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
39-yard line.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Another run, and again, it's Estimate. And that'll give him a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
So this one, a win for the Saints. They got out of the gates hot, ran out to the big 1st quarter lead, and did not look back as they cruise in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners, as we say so long from New Orleans.